Now for something a little more complicated, not too much, but a little more complicated. How do you deal with a stylus? So to deal with a stylus, it's basically two steps. First, you want to read the stylus. You want to get the pose for the stylus. And second, you want to convert it into a coordinate system that's actually useful for your application. So this is actually going to be very similar to the head target. So the first thing you want to do is grab the target that you're interested in. And in our case, for the stylus, it's actually called the primary target. We also have capabilities in future systems to potentially do secondary targets and other types of targets, but for the default configuration of the system, the primary target is the one that you want to get for the stylus. You're going to pull the pose out, in other words, that position orientation information, straight out of the tracker target, just like you would for the head. But now we have to go through the process of turning that pose into something that's usable by your application. Now, like we talked about in the first webinar, we said that really the only coordinate system that's known to both zSpace and the application is camera space. So the first thing we want to do is figure out how to get that stylus pose into camera space, and we're going to do that with this tracker space to camera space matrix. The world primary pose will end up being the pose that happens in world space, and we'll show you how that gets done at the very end. One thing that you'll find you'll need to do is oftentimes you'll need to get this guy here, which is a display object. Now the display object has all of the information about the current display. It has size information, it has resolution information. It also